Alright, hello and welcome to another Marvel Snap deck highlight. So someone requested that I do intros before the video, so I'm going to try those out. Let me know what you guys think, if you want me to keep doing them. But yeah, so today's video is a Dracula dump deck. The idea of the deck is pretty simple. You use Black Swan and a bunch of 1-drops to empty your hand on turn 6 to pop Strong Guy. On top of all your 1-drops being free, it'll let you play out a big 6-drop like Giganto, and then Dracula will then have perfect aim to hit your Infinaut or Giganto, whatever big card is left in your hand. And then to kind of pair with this, we have Jennifer Kale, which will let us play out Giganto on 5 or Infinaut on 5. Bullseye to discard our 1-drops that we can't play to extra empty our hand. And Morgan Le Fay, so if we Bullseye our 1-drops out, we can Morgan them back into hand and give them +3 power, and then play them all out to activate Strong Guy anyway. So pretty fun deck, and it's been feeling pretty good. Currently at 95, so doing pretty well. It took me a little bit to find the list that I liked, and this is kind of the one I settled on. It took me a while to figure out which 1-drops to run. Generally, you just want to run best rate. But obviously there's limits to running best rate. Martyr can be a little difficult because you're not filling lanes, so she can be a detriment. And I was trying Hydra Bob, but it felt weird to try and run Hydra Bob in my opinion. But so this is just kind of what I have felt feels good. Obviously, what feels good for you might differ, so take that with a grain of salt. But we're playing Thanos, so play. Yeah, I mean, we could go Infinaut into Giganto. I don't think we should. Probably just go Dracula into... Oh, we could have activated last turn. Bit of a fumble there, I suppose. We need to play Swan this turn. Kale doesn't really do anything next turn. Oh, Kale doesn't really. I guess we'll just Kale on 5 to 6 to give us extra energy if that's relevant. I'm not feeling like it'll be relevant. Maybe it will be. Like 1 billion energy. Yeah, okay. Activate both of these, and then we'll play just Giganto left, I guess. And then we can just go Dracula right and play Titania Blade middle. That'll get rid of our Infinaut, leave a Giganto for Dracula. We probably don't Bullseye. Okay. We have 9 energy, so we can... We don't have priority. We can do this. It'll bring back our Infinaut with 3 additional power, which probably doesn't matter. But could matter if it comes down to like a total power breaker. Morgan puts us up 1 power left, which does matter, I think. Unless they like Shang. But if they Shang, then we probably should just win the game. And then Thanos. Yeah, we beat that. Easy free time. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of what Dracula Dump can do. You can put out a lot of power that your opponent just kind of can't react to. And it didn't even really matter that we got lucky with Great Portal and got a Giganto ourselves. Yeah, we're moving there, making the deck work. Hop into game 2, and if you guys are enjoying, remember to leave a like, comment, let me know, subscribe, that way you get to see the content that you helps me know how to cater the channel. Giganto with Nexus on the left feels good. We have Strong Guy that will work as well. Bullseye to kind of rock him if good things going. So we're probably just looking at like a generic junk deck. We do need to watch out for Cannonball. Cannonball could be a problematic card for us. There's the Viper. Freak could be problematic. I guess we play KO because then we can activate. We don't need to activate Bullseye until 6, so we're okay with waiting a turn. I think we're honestly in an okay position right now, so I'm fine with. No. Bad. This gives us 7 energy, so we can go like Giganto, Ant-Man, and then activate Bullseye. Oh, Giganto Blade might actually be the necessary playline depending on what we. Make sure we get onto 1 card. Well, this is sad. We could have played Bill Nexus. Yeah. I mean, an unfortunate deck to go up against with Nexus on the board, honestly. I will say the nice thing about operating this deck is it's pretty simple to know when to stay or leave. Like if you have kind of Black Swan with Dracula, staying in most games. Without those, it's kind of looking at, do I have an obvious win line here? If not, probably not looking at it. Bullseye Morgan. Nice. That's nice. Not ideal, but we can make it work. I assume this is some sort of Infinity Ultron deck. Strong guy middle. We'll activate Bullseye next turn, and then we'll Morgan everything back onto the board as well. Hail. And then we'll F. Oh, we get the Kale back too, actually. Better? Yeah, it's probably fine. A lot of cards. Or doesn't activate Strong Guy, which is why we're kind of just giving up that lane. We're going up to 15 left. And then we're going up to 9. So this is 9, so 12, 18, 23. I think we're in a good position, I would say. Yeah, the Bullseye Morgan playline is kind of crazy. It's just so much power. That's why I really like Morgan. She's like a super rewarding card if you can get it to work properly. Hopping into game number 4. We have Black Swan for 2, which is good. We have Giganto and Infinaut, so we can do some things there. Black Swan into Bullseye. Not bad. Another Infinity Ultron deck out again. Not that we saw the last one have Infinity. Morgan. Okay, okay. There's Fenris. We're gonna activate everything next turn. Big cards are already in hand. Honestly, it hitting Strong Guy is like fine. It lets us maybe draw another one that we can just. That's precisely what happened. Gonna Morgan right because we have Giganto that we can play. So I think it makes sense to maybe put some of the power right. The last card that we played. Everything's activated. Oh boy. I mean, it's fine. It's fine because it makes life simple. Oh. Oh. Wait. not as yeah, none of our cards are gonna get taken by Fenris, but if they fill Clubhouse, they go up to 20. We're at 3. Honestly, this probably wins. I think this one. Oh. Oh, yeah, that still wins. That was actually like a significantly worse playline than what I thought. Victory. Don't really know what they were thinking there, but okay. Alright, hopping into the last one. Subterranean is not ideal. However, if we pull Bullseye, not that bad. Or could be worse. Arlen. Murray. Like Kale. And then just hold, I guess. I think I just Morgan for the stats so we can get the card draws, 'cause I think that matters more. We go up to 12, I mean, it's not like a guarantee. Oh, we lose our Kale actually. That's fine. Oh wait, we actually get it back. That's funny. Did we just run into the same deck? We go Kale, Bullseye, activate, and then we don't play the rocks. We activate Bullseye at the start of the turn, and then we play out our hand. That way we get some value out of the rocks. If they're better than 0 stats, so at least -2 is something. Yeah, it's important that we Bullseye at the start, so that way the Bullseye doesn't, or the blade doesn't destroy a rock. If we could pull like Giganto here, that'd be good. Ghost doesn't do anything because we already had it. So we activate this, and then we do this. We do yes. Or we probably do this. Probably just give up, right? Honestly, ensure that our rocket hits something. Going up 13 left is pretty big. And then Titania is just to make sure we don't get screwed middle. And then we get minus stats around the board. They most likely have to play a card right, or else it comes down to Power Breaker. And we might have Power Breaker, honestly. Or we're just gonna like really win middle. So they just like completely gave up. Feels like a bit of overkill. But it does come down to Power Breaker anyway. Lockjaw. Okay. They need to go up 17, right? So they need to be at 20. No. Not likely.
Victory.
But yeah, I mean, you can see how the deck performed, but it had a 80% win rate, I want to say. Let me pull up the stats real quick. 75%? No. That didn't update with the most. Yeah, 80% win rate. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. The only game we lost was against a junk deck against a really positive matchup for them. So yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, let me know, subscribe for future deck guides, and I'll see you in the next one.